Hello, welcome back, my dear students of class 11th. Dear student, I am Rajendra Rai, your biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. My dear students, unfortunately, your school has been closed due to the extreme cold as well as the so-called COVID pandemic. And in this regard, we are arranging this uh, interactive classes through the video online, etc. So that I am making this video that will be helpful for your study when you are at your home. My dear students, the current topic that was going on, and the current chapter and topic was the chapter 10, that was the cell cycle and cell division. So I would like to have a quick revision on this chapter so that you can cope up this chapter if you have left it. So let us start the cell division and cell cycle. Already this chapter has been completed, studied, but have a quick revision of this chapter so that tomorrow onward, online onward, we can proceed in the next and new chapter just to cover up your syllabus. So let us see cell division and cell cycle. Cell cycle. So first of all, you have to know that what is cell cycle. My dear student, as you know, the every cell, as far as the cell theory is concerned, that every cell is arised from their pre-existing form. Means, if a cell, this is a parental cell, then this cell will be responsible to produce its progeny, its daughter cells. Means, if the cell is dividing, then two daughter cells will be produced, and these will be the daughter cells. Means, then again these daughter cells, again further they will be able to produce their daughter cells, and the process of the division and process of forming new cells, that will continue. So this process of cycling of the formation of the cell, that is called the cell cycle, and it is directly related to the cell division. So if cell division takes place, then cell cycle will be completed. So cell cycle and cell division, that is correlated to each other. My dear students, to understand the complete cell cycle, you have to understand a diagram that I have already given to you. That diagram is that is having, that you have to understand this very carefully so that you can understand this chapter, and this chapter will be helpful to understand the complete genetics and biotechnology in the next class 12th. So that is the very helpful, that will be very helpful for you. So let us draw a cycle, and this cycle is having, if this is a cycle of complete cell division process, so in this cycle almost 90% of the time get consumed in, almost 80% of the time that get consumed in interphase. Then what is interphase? See this, if this is the center, then this one, and this is G1, this is G2, and this is S phase. And I am going to explain to all of you here the cell cycle so that you can understand. And now this is the 10% parts which you will study in different types of the cell division, and these parts are this. So these parts are These parts are, you can understand by this colorful presentation. This is M phase first part of the M phase, and this next color, that will be the second part of the M phase, third, that is the third part of the M phase. So clearly you are here looking the different colors so that you can understand the different phases. And here fourth part of the M phase, that is this fourth part, that is the fourth part of the M phase. So this M phase is get completing into this fourth part. So this will be called as M phase. You can give this arrow like this, M phase. M phase means mitosis and meiosis, that you can say in the M phase. And in mitosis there are 4 phases. In mitosis or meiosis there are 4 phases, and phases are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So these 4 phases comes under the M phase, whether that is mitosis or that is meiosis. But this complete this time is considered as interphase. This time is considered as interphase. So interphase is, that is completely unseen phases during the cell division, and that unseen phases are gap 1 phase, that will be the gap in between these different phases, gap 2 phase and synthesizing phase. Means if a cell undergoes the division, then these phases will be there. Means G1, that will be the gap in between the 2 subsequent divisions. G2, that will be also the gap in between the different segments of this interphase. So what happening here? If a cell is dividing, the 90% time of the cell division, that will be take in these phases. G1, synthesizing phase. Synthesizing phase means synthesis of the nucleotide, synthesis of the different protein, synthesis of the different cell organelles. So if cell organelles get synthesized, protein gets synthesized, nucleus gets synthesized, DNA, nucleotides, these RNA, DNA and chromatin threads get synthesized, then that will comes under the synthesizing phase. And when the synthesizing phase get completed, this G2 start. G2 means there is a synthesis of other things like protein, etc., so that the cell can divide. And after this phase, after this interphase, the M phase started. M phase means what you will study in as mitosis and meiosis, that is divided into 4 phases. Then after G1 and synthesizing and G2 phases, this phase, M phase, that will start. That will start as prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So interphase is completely unseen phase. You cannot see, you cannot dictate anything. The things get overlapped to each other because of the so many complex processes that is going on inside the cell regarding synthesis and regarding the transition phases of the different happenings inside the cell. So my dear student, this is G0. This is G0 phase. If you consider this phase, this will be G0. G0 phase means, suppose take the example of the cells of the heart. So heart cells cannot be divided. Kidney cells cannot divide unless they get injury. अगर कोई इंजरी, अगर कोई उसमें फर्दर चोट या ऐसी कुछ नहीं है, then there will be no replacement of the cell, there will be no regeneration of the cell, there will be no division of the cell. That phase is called G0 phase. So you are looking here so many phases. G0 phase, inactive phase. There is no any meaning of the G0 phase. You can mark it from this side. G0 in general way, that will be not, unless the things that cannot be that is going into the repairment. G1, that is the gap in between the two subsequent division. Synthesizing phase, that is the phase of the synthesizing materials. And G2 again, that is the again gap 2 as the different marcation in between the cell division processes. So my dear student, in this cell cycle, this will be the 90% of the time it will consume 10% of the time. And in this chapter you will study about the details of M phase. So what is M phase now? Let us discuss. My dear student, M phase, you will understand by understanding the different types of the cell division. So M phase, two things are there. Number one, mitosis, and number two, meiosis. So mitotic and meiosis phases are there. Mitosis takes place in the growth and development of the different organs, different living organisms, so that the living body of the living organism get growth, as well as the repairment of the different organs during the injury, during the other things. And meiosis takes place in the reproductive organs. As you know, that there will be the half of the chromosome number. The chromosomal number will be half in the male and female gamete in the reproductive organs where they get produced. And their meiosis that takes place in that particular reproductive organ to produce different gametes, male gamete and female gamete, having the half number of chromosomes. Take the example of human being. If human is having 46 number of the chromosomes, then in meiosis the gametes will contain the 23 number of the chromosomes. 23 number of the chromosomes. Means meiosis takes place in reproductive processes only. But mitosis takes place in that is in other somatic part of the body, so that the body can grow, body can repair, as well as mitosis takes place to increase the number of the gamete in meiosis also. That you will study in detail. So let us have a quick study of this mitosis. First M phase, first part, that is mitosis. So what is mitosis? See it. Mitosis. Dear student, mitosis is the cell division process that takes place into the different somatic organs, different somatic parts, and this mitosis gets completed into 4 phases. Number 1, prophase. Number 2, metaphase. Number 3, anaphase. And number 4, telophase. So these are the 4 phases that are the part of the mitosis, and in mitosis there will be no alteration of the number of the chromosome in the daughter cells. The daughter cells will have the same number of the chromosomes as compared to their parent cell. If parent cell is having 46 number of the chromosomes, then the daughter cell will have the 46 number of the chromosome. Take the example of human. There will be no alteration of the number of the chromosome in this mitosis. So, dear students, now come to let us see what is the prophase. What is the prophase? Let us see. So first, if you see the prophase, and take the diagram of the cell, then you will see the three different phases of the prophase. And suppose this is a cell. This is a mother cell. This mother cell is having the nuclear membrane. This mother cell is having the nuclear membrane, something like this. Nuclear membrane. So in the first phase of the prophase, the chromosomes or chromatid get distinct. They appear into the nucleus and they condensed. So the condensed number of the chromosomes, you will see the condensed number of the chromosomes, something like this. If you consider the number of the chromosomes that are the 8 numbers, then you will see here. The distinct number of the chromosomes will see in the early stage of the prophase. In the later stage of the prophase, what is happening? In the later stage, you will see that the nuclear membrane get disappear. Nuclear membrane get disappear, and the replication of this chromosome takes place. Replication of this chromosome takes place means if this cell is having 2 to 8 number of the chromosome, then there will be the 16 number of the chromosome will be there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 16 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the number of chromosomes get increased into it. The number of chromosomes get increased into it, and side by side one more event will happen. One more event will happen, that the homologous chromosomes, they get unite together. Homologous chromosome means the homology, that is you can see in this diagram itself, the homologous chromosomes, like see the homologous chromosome means this one. One chromosome, this is one chromosome, and this is the another chromosome. They are making a pair. So homologous chromosome, they will be arranged into the pair. Homologous chromosome, they will arrange into the pair. Homologous chromosome, they will arrange into the pair. Homologous chromosome, they will arrange into the pair. Pairing takes place. So see what is happening. Pairing of chromosome takes place, and this results the doubling of the chromosome. The chromosome number get double, but that cell will not be said as the that will be considered as the diploid cell. That will be not considered as the other than the diploid form. So you are looking here that the number of chromosomes get increased, but the cell remain the same. There will be definitely this is the 4, means it means कि 4 गुना बढ़ जाते हैं नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम, बट उस सेल को डिप्लॉयड ही कंसीडर किया जाता है, 2n ही कंसीडर किया जाता है, 2n. Unless the formation of spindle fibers, like here these are the centrioles, unless the formation of spindle fibers which try to connect the cell, which try to connect these chromosomes. The formation of spindle fibers which always try to connect the chromosomes, these spindle fibers. In the later, that takes place in the later stage of the prophase. It means the prophase is the phase of the preparation of the cell division. Prophase is the phase of the preparation of the cell division, and you can say that this is the preparatory phase, prophase. Three things that you are observing here, and these three things are the chromosomes that will be distinctly appear. These nuclear membrane get disappear, and the doubling as well as the pairing of the homologous chromosome takes place during this. And this phase is called as the transition phase of the metaphase. This is the transition phase of metaphase. Transition phase of metaphase. Okay, so this is the transition phase of metaphase, and these two phases are that comes under the directly prophase. And what is happening into the metaphase? See this, in metaphase, I will try to give a diagram over here. In metaphase, what will happen? In metaphase, there will be the equatorial cell division. There will be the equatorial cell division, means the chromosomes get arranged at the equator of the cell, like this. One, something like this, that will arrange on this equator. And the spindle fibers that get generated from this, it will attract to this, it will attract to this, it will attract to this, and spindle fiber from this place, this pole, it will attract to this, it will attract to this, and it will attract to this, and it will attract to this. Similarly, it will attract to this. So you are looking here in the metaphase that the both polar body try to attract the chromosomes, the half of the chromosomes towards the poles. So this is the metaphase. And in the next phase, that is the anaphase, what happens in the anaphase? There will be the displacement of this chromosome towards the poles. Displacement of the chromosomes towards the poles, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chromosomes, they will be arranged something like this. They will arrange something like this. And they will arrange something like this. They will arrange something like this. And these chromosomes, they move towards the poles. They move towards the poles. And side by side, there will be the equatorial division. Especially in the telophase. What is happening in telophase? See this. If this is the cell, then the equator always try to shrink themselves, and which results the formation of nucleus here having the chromosomes, 8 chromosomes, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and 1 2 3 4. So in the next phase, that is the interphase, two cells get generated, two daughter cells that get generated having the distinct nucleus as a result of this young phase, first part of the young phase, that is called mitosis. So my dear student, I will give the quick revision in the next video of this cell cycle. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video.